as well.
Yeah, then I can show it to Anton.
Yeah, show it to Anton, your team. So when Dentrix first came out with the scheduling API, we were one of their 3 beta testers.
Yeah, I remember.
And so we built it inside of RecordLink. And RecordLink it's sort of become like the WordPress of software development, right? RecordLink integrates with the practice management system. It's got a bunch of different products, but we have built everything now. We have a big API library, and Anton will understand this more, right? We have over 150 different APIs, and this is aside from the integration piece, right? Integration comes into our system. We create an API. We could have one integration to our product, but Dentrix and Eaglesoft have strict rules where I can't resell my API like the middleware. That's why they're in a legal battle with Sika right now, because Sika is a middleware product. Right. We want everybody to build those unique bridges. That's why we became their top partner, right? That's why Matt and all those guys send all their integration to us. But for you, from a scheduling perspective, if you already have a UI or something like that, we could use your product, and then as the front end, or we could rebuild a front end, and then you would use us for the scheduling. So, this is not going to mean much to you, but basically because of this API library that we built, we can build products very quickly and very inexpensively. And we track everything through a tool called Hubstaff. This is one of my business tips that I always tell people when they're starting a company or building a software company in particular. Use a tool like this where you can track your team, right? It's got all of my team members, and then they have an hourly rate associated with them. Some guys are $6 an hour, some are $150, $200 an hour, right? So, and then the projects that we build, and I'm sharing this with you because we may be able to just work on a small project to help you. Like Dentographics is a product that we're building a analytics platform on top of their Dentographics platform. And
Hold on, your background is awesome.
Yeah.
Look behind you.
I know, Evan doing some push-ups. Yeah, you see me. Yeah, he sees you. It's all good. Hey, he's a young single guy. He's got a girlfriend, but he's not a girlfriend, a girl he's hanging out with. But yeah, here, I'll show you. We put a bike up where we now have a bike in the office. It's 110 degrees in Arizona right now, so we got to come up with alternatives to staying active, right?
Yeah.
Part of the there we go. Now he's showing off.
Oh, man. Okay. Hey, so
let me get to the scheduling piece. Sorry, I'm getting a little long-winded because I want your guys to know the background on it. So we have small projects, we have big projects. Like one-click referral, that was a $350,000 project, but it's all built on this same platform and all built through those APIs. Our scheduling product specifically is we built it a couple different ways. You can click on a link and it brings up the, insurance. What insurance do you use? What are the procedures? This pulls directly from the back end where you can say, hey, I only want to take new patients on Friday. And then it pulls the data from Dentrix directly from their schedule and displays the available time slots that practice is open. So I'll show you the back end, but basically you click on that, you book the appointment, and that's it. On the back end, and this could all be broken off, and this is all white labelable too, right? So everything we built is all super easy this is our old UI. This is our original user interface. We built a lot of better ones since then, but this shows the availability of like the time slots. This actually pulls directly from Dentrix. And then when we click on this and we book an appointment, it actually writes directly back into Dentrix as well. I've got a couple live users, which I'll show you when I'm not recording this, but other customers, ways that we can manage that. But it's done through an operatory. So first thing you do is you create an operatory. You create a weekly schedule of when you want to take on new patients through the widget, through the scheduling. So a lot of people will say, hey, even though my schedule's open Monday through Thursday, I only want to take new patients through the scheduling piece on Friday from 9 to 12 and 2 to 6. And then that's what will get displayed. And then the last piece of it is the service. And so this product, just like that appointment piece right there, could be completely wrapped up and built into its own standalone product. And that's kind of like what we did for one-click referral and how we built that. I'll show you that just real quick so you get a sense.
How many guys are using one-click now?
Yeah, I just signed up today. I just signed up the largest prosthodontist in New York. They've got 6 doctors, 4 locations, and that really nice looking practice. I mean, we've got a couple hundred, but during COVID, it sort of tapered off, and then I think now it's starting to accelerate again. We just signed a deal with TDO Endo to do roll one click out with all of their endodontists that use TDO, which is, if you've seen it, it's the best practice management systems.
I remember when Gary was working on it.
Yeah, Gary. So Gary, we're beta testing one click inside of Gary's office right now. But the referral piece, right? And then and this is, we built it kind of like the Google suite, where if you want to go to Verident, which is our electronic insurance verification, you can go there. And my vision was always that we had a drop down for, other things like scheduling and things like that, whether it was done through our product or through our partners like yourself. But, basically what this product does, eAssist had offered $1 million to take this off the market last year. James, it basically creates an insurance profile based on our integration to a clearinghouse to be able to do this. I just got word from Delta Dental that looks like they're going to give us direct access to this, to their APIs. So we'll be able to get Delta Dental directly. But the cool part about this is, and it works for marketing, it's great for scheduling, is it tells you how much money is left at the end of the year, what their outstanding remaining dental care is, and things like that you could use for marketing and scheduling. Just seems like you could do something with that. And obviously,
what do you charge per office for that?
Honestly, like it's not out in the world yet. I was going to charge $1 or $2 per verification, but you tell me what is what's a good price point for this? You got MedUSend that's like $10 per verification or something crazy like that, and they remote into the desktops, and they seem to be doing a terrible job right now.
No, you and I will talk about that. It's not in the market yet.
Okay.
Let's talk about it offline.
Okay. Pretty simple, right? Though they have a profile, they have a billing, and then right now it's per insurance verification. But I think there's something more we could do there. One click is still my bread and butter right now, right? I mean, this is the product that people are using the most. The thing that I like.
You said 200 users on one click.
Yeah, so we have about 700, but there's probably about 100 or so that are active, and then we've got a couple big oral surgeons and now some prosthodontists and now endodontists that are rolling it out. So I thought Perio would use it more, but Farber and those guys kind of fell flat on using it, and I don't know. You're periodontist. Why would periodontists not want to do more with referrals?
Yeah,
they're not getting as many referrals, right?
Yeah, it's when we're not recording, I'll tell you why.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, so securities, location, team members. We built everything for large group practices. A couple years ago, I did a project for Smile Brands and realized that the way you have to architect things to be able to scale up for those really large practices. And you'll understand this from a referral perspective. We have a configurable referral form where things that are more often done, you'll move that up to the top of your referral form and that type of thing. So the referral form's neat. And then we use our database. We have, a couple years ago, 10 years ago, we built the largest database of dentists out there. And we now pre-build the back end. So each dentist in the United States is in here. And, if you're a Spear fan, you can do your ratings based on what they say you should rate your referrals at. And then we just search our big database of dentists for colleagues. Like one of the big ones, the prosthodontists that we signed up today, the reason why they're interested is they want the database to know, hey, who are all the referral sources that are out there? And
And I have access to that now, right? That was part of with my package.
Yeah, you have this. And I just spent $14,000 rebuilding and appending it. It pulls now monthly directly from the NPI database. So we also know the new doctors that are coming in like each month. And so my goal of this is actually to make it proactive. So as a new dentist pops up in your area, you'll get notified that a new dentist has popped up. And
I may get you asked me to resend that because I don't
yeah.
know when you sent it, I was a little overwhelmed. I don't.
Sure. No, and yeah, I mean, I'm showing you a bunch of stuff right now, but I also, I think
We have an opportunity to do something together that could be very mutually beneficial. Let me ask you this. I don't really want to be integrating, but if I could sell your integration, if somebody wants Dentrix integration,
yep,
they could buy Schedule Widget, DrDDS integration, which you provide the integration, you make the appointment available, you hand the appointment to me to fill.
That's exactly, that is the, I don't want to be in the service. I want to stay right in this office right here, have my team, virtual like they are.
What do you need to charge a practice to offer the integration?
So for bi-directional integration, Dentrix charges me $35 a month per practice. So that's the minimum. I mean, honestly, if you were going that route, you've got a credit with me of about $50,000, $30,000, right? Because we were going to build your custom integration for you. If you don't want to do that and you say, hey, I just want to use the tool, I'll just give it to you for free, the scheduling piece, and you just use it with all your customers.
So here's what I'm thinking. You've got a database. We could somehow, the tricky part is we could somehow market Schedule Widget free.
Yep.
And then I have Schedule Widget Plus, which has some features. And then we could have Schedule Widget Plus integration, but I'm not doing the integration. You're the integration.
Yeah.
And yours has whatever you do that makes it so when they're having an appointment, they want to be filled, they can do the back end part that says fill this appointment, you'll hand it to me, and then I'll try to get it filled.
Yep, exactly.
Well, all right, so who do we need to have Anton, you, me, and who's the lead guy on that?
Well, what I want to do is take what we have and configure it. So like, I showed you, well, I didn't show you this, but we are, I've got a really good UI team. I showed you some of my older UIs, right? But now I've got a really good UI team. Right now we're rebuilding the database product into an actual product where you come in here and you start, you can do your filters. You have a dashboard of all the contacts that you work with. So rather than me giving you an Excel file of all the dentists in the United States, we're now building it into a product, right? And so you can create your standard report, custom report, and then it'll have all the dentists that you work with, whether you're a dental vendor or you're a dental specialist. This becomes very valuable for dental specialists also. So that's a part of it, right? So you'll get access to that because of, we included that in your contract. The integration piece, the booking here is definitely something we could also white label.
Now, do we have to? Because I don't want to be in the gray area with Dentrix.
Okay. So yeah, you're right. Good point. You bring up a good point there.
So well, I don't want to put you in that spot like Sika, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So it'd basically be a joint venture for the
scheduling, the actual physical scheduling piece, right? Or you guys have the call center, or you have the people that are doing the scheduling. We're just the technology platform that your team is utilizing to be able to do it, which is totally above. That is totally within the rules, right? So
and we would support. So we could sort of tweak yours to fit sort of our UI experience, and so they never have to know. I simply pay you $50 and you pay Dentrix $35.
Yep, exactly. And that's what we're doing for TDO Endo, where we're building that in. We built an integration right into their system. So we can go from Dentrix, Eaglesoft Open Dental right into TDO, but we do it through one click. And they're selling it. So they sell a package of 5 referring offices for $110, and they pay us $75 out of that 110. And I will take those type of deals all day.
And could we not fold Schedule Widget into that too?
You could, yeah. I mean, because where you would come in, you would be the services side on top of it. So yeah, absolutely, or
right,
whatever we want to call it. There's also an opportunity for us to build an app, right? So right now, Chris Kammer, he started AOSH. Anyway, he's a dentist out of Minnesota, and he started the American Association of Oral Systemic Health, right? And his dad started the Cosmetic Dental Association. We're building a product for him called Victorious Dental, which is basically like a drill-less practice. It's a pop-up drill-less practice for people that want to start new businesses. So we could also build an app, I guess is my point, for the scheduling side, right? And I've already built a few of these. Who are you scheduling it for? What's the name? That type of thing. So, and then what's the date of birth? How would you describe them? So we could use some of these other things that we built that could be utilized as a potential schedule, an application along with it. The product that we built end to end that actually sits on the iTunes store is called My Dental Files. And My Dental Files it's old. I built this like 10 years ago, but it basically has all that framework to be able to do that as well. So, so we can dust this off and improve the UI from a patient perspective. But right, so anyway, that's enough. I gave you a lot of good ideas. Go back to Anton. I'll send you this recording.
Well, do that. Okay. So let me ask the one thing. So
I stop the recording?
Yeah, stop the recording.
All right. Sounds good.